Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paul Brown Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. The enthusiasm of this Cincinnati crowd in full effect a moment ago as their Bengals took the field to the delight of this sold-out crowd, and they're all set as they'll match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The first carry for the second-year man, Joe Mixon. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Here's Dalton. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play. Dalton to his favorite receiver, Green. 44 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
Here's Dalton. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Vinny Curry. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Second down, Dalton. Flushed out right. Wide open receiver complete. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
A first chance in the red zone for the Bengals now. This is first and goal from about the 8. Passing, it's Dalton. Escaping the pressure right. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
He'll get it up the middle, and he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with third down upcoming. Mixon trying to punch it in, and he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. A great play there, hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive. Bullock good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Bullock out now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Working out of the gun, Winston. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Vontaze Burfict. And he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
Out of the gun, it's Dalton. Eluding the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Now the first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. The Bucs defense stiffens and pushes this to 4th down. Here's Randy Bullock now as he'll go for the field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Bullock will put this one through, and the lead moves to 10-zip. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. And last time, 1-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
And you play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Second down, Winston. And a hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
There's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Jameis to throw it. This one complete to Charles Sims. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. A big gain of 38 there on 3rd down.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 36. On the toss, there goes West. Oh, look at the juke. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Let's go now.
Now Jameis on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is third down. From the gun, Winston. Flush to his right. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Let's convert.
Now West. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Easy. 5 on. Here we go.
They'll run it with West. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on third. Now a toss. This is West. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. And the first play will be a field goal try. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. And Catanzaro's kick is right through. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive. But they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. Green's got it over the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
Watch this.
Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs.
Here you go, 368.
Dalton here from the gun. Looking for his tight end, Eifert, and it's intercepted. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Extra point good by Catanzaro, and we are even at 10 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Dalton right back on the horse after the pick 6. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Dalton. Throw left side, complete to Ross. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the deep...
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Corey Coleman, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals have broken our tie as they take the lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that makes it a 17-10 score. Bullock out now to kick this one away. Jackson now to return. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. So out come the Bucs now. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 24.
Ready? Blue lady.
Play fake. Winston. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Green, Triple C. Come on. Sunday.
They go play action. Winston flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right? And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And it's third down.
Keep bringing it. Stay in there. Hey, sub. Let's go. Green, Triple C. Black 22. Follow. Green, Triple C. Wait, up.
To throw, Winston. He's got Evans. Part of the reason they're here, no doubt, is his big performance in the NFC title game, and that's his first catch of the Super Bowl. And that's the first connection, the #1 overall pick in 2015, finding the #7 pick in 2014 in Evans.
And what a great target Mike Evans is for Jameis Winston. Winston's a pretty accurate thrower, but that catch radius that Evans provides, that makes him that much more dangerous.
A first down throw for Winston. A dump off to Sims. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
150. Green, Triple C. Let us go.
Again, it's Winston. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. The Bucs on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Ready. You wait. Follow.
Jameis again. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a game. Of 4, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And Catanzaro's kick is right through. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent, that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Over here. Yes.
Off the play fake to Mixon. This is Dalton. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brent Grimes. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
This is West. And now running right through it. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Ready.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this.
Hey, Sunday, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Ready. 5 on.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that'll make it 3rd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. And a first carry here for Charles Sims. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
But this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
And Catanzaro's kick is right through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So not sure how they feel about that. They had golden field position to start the drive after the fumble recovery, but they went backward and then got 3.
Well, let's go from gold to silver, because the silver lining is they got the 3, right? You were talking about the golden field position. They didn't take advantage of it. That has to feel like a letdown.
You always stand ready to pounce. Always. The drive starts with a handoff to Bernard. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Over the middle, that's caught by Ross. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
There you go. We're good. We're good. Check. 5-0.
On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Andy Dalton now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10.
There you go, 368. 368. Back up.
From the gun, Dalton. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Well, he's been the guy already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
368. Heavy.
To throw again, Dalton. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll go out of bounds down inside the 15-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. Andy Dalton now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Dalton operating in the red zone now. This is caught. And he's brought down. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. They'll give it to Mixon. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. And with that, the lead is up to 8. Bullock out now to kick this one away. Jackson now to return. And now he pulls him over. So, well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right, that pass will go from incomplete to complete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Winston now. Eluding the pressure right. Throw right side caught by O.J. Howard. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
The Bucs on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Winston. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Carlos Dunlap in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. Here's Brian Anger now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Now after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. It's second down. Dalton looking. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
Now that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
A first down throw coming for Dalton. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ross. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 more yards there and another first down. Mixon with a first down carry. And some space here. He's got daylight. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there with his third touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season. And the Bengals add on to their lead. Here's Bullock now for the extra point. Bullock good on the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. Bullock out now to kick this one away. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
Jameis now on first down. Steps away to his left. And he's got some space here. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. He is tough to bring down, Jameis Winston. Charles, I remember calling a baseball game of his. He played baseball at Florida State, too. And you saw his legs, tree trunks sprayed in to those baseball pants. I said, how could anybody bring this guy down?
And that's part of the beauty of his game because he has that toughness, that thick body. He may not beat you sprinting.
And that's caught at the 25. And he takes this down deep into Cincinnati territory. It's a big play there for the Buccaneers. And even 50 yards. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. Now they run with Sims. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. The Bucks on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 7. To throw is Winston. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Deshaun Jackson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bucs are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And that will shave one more off this lead. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
It really has, especially as of late. A gain of 6 there on first.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Here's Dalton. Got his man. It's Eifert. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Dalton to his big target, Eifert, for the Cincinnati first. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards there on a Bengal first. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
First and 10 for Dalton. Going deep for Eifert. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Dalton. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, 26 yards. He's having a nice game through the air. His decision-making's been really good. Solid there again. Just seeing nothing downfield, goes underneath. Nice game.
How about the patience? Because when you're having a big game through the air, you're looking for those chunk plays, those big ones downfield. Instead, as you noted, takes the check down, dumps it off.
Green's open, and he's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A.J. Green, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the lead is up to 15 now. Bullock out now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. He'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 24. They start on the ground with West. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Let's go now.
Now a 2nd down throw for Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Geno Atkins forcing his way through there to drop him for a loss of a good 10 yards. Back now in Cincinnati. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long.
Hey, stop. Ready. Blue ready. Sonny. Here we go. Follow.
Working out of the gun, Winston. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Sean Williams there defensively to break that one up.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Here's Brian Anger now, standing just about on his own goal line. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They begin with a run by Nixon. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
93, 52, 93, 44, over here, 44, here you go.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Dalton throwing on 2nd down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Give him 3 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. Now the Bengals on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Dalton. And Eifert has it. Good move at the 30. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. A big 3rd down play there for the Bengals. 43 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Dalton with a give here to Mixon. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Second down, Dalton. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Andy Dalton with his 3rd touchdown pass of the game. And the Bengals add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time? That maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Bullock out now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Let's go. Sonic. Green, triple team.
Now Jameis on 2nd down. Dancing to his left. And incomplete on the deep ball. He was trying to find O.J. Howard, and it's 3rd down. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
Follow. Hey, stop.
Winston. Jackson's got it over the middle. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Jameis now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Easy. Let's convert. Here we go.
Jameis to throw it. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
We always hear from coaches how much they like to run crossing routes because they want to hit their receivers on the go, get them the ball, and keep them moving. How about when you hit a tight end that way? Okay, the receivers are going to run past you most of the time. The tight end, they can do their damage a different way, break a few tackles, and really scatter some people, can't they?
Now a play fake here on first down. Flush to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's West. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Vontaze Burfict, the one to get him down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The Bucks on third down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 10. They'll run again here with West. And they'll stop him right on the midfield stripe. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Buying time to his left. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. They've gone final now out in Kansas City, and it was the Chiefs who emerged victorious. If they hang on, that would up their win total to 5 on the season so far. One last shot now for Winston. He's going to let it fly. Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Cincinnati, they close out this first half at a very solid 6-2. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, they drop just their 2nd game so far as they fall to 5-2. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.